everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Retro Wednesday, where today we're taking a look at Looney Tunes Acme Arsenal for the Xbox 360. So without any further introduction, let's hop right into this. Now, this was actually one of my favorite games to play as a kid, although I didn't actually play the Xbox 360 version. I played the version for the Wii. So, you know, I was one that was more so accustomed to the waggle controls that the Wii featured versus, you know, just the face buttons of the Xbox 360. And that mainly was just because they didn't own an Xbox 360 at the time. Like, my first console was the Wii, so I had a lot of first-person shooters and stuff on there, and this just happened to be one of them. And I remember really liking this as a kid. It got really difficult, but it was still fun. I still very much enjoyed it. I don't really remember a lot of the story to this. I know that, you know, you play primarily as Bugs, Marvin, Taz, and Daffy, if I am remembering 100%, and you're kind of like against this evil like scientist or something, I believe. Like, it's been probably a decade since the last time I actually played this, or even thought about this game for that matter. But yeah, it was definitely one of my favorites. And actually, when you know you're a kid and you don't have a whole lot of money, you gotta resort to GameStop, you know, or at least in the US you resort to GameStop. And I can remember selling most of the Wii collection to try to get Black Ops 3 for the Xbox 360 of all things. And I was like, I'm keeping this game because, you know, maybe one day I'll wanna go back to this. But I did end up selling my copy of Ghost Squad, which I was kind of mad about because that also is like my favorite arcade game, and I believe we covered that already during our Weevember a couple years ago. But anywho, if you want to take a look at that, I'll go ahead and I'll link it down in the cards, or up in the cards. But anyway, let's talk about Looney Tunes, shall we? So this game pretty much is not a side-scrolling beat 'em up, but a 3D action platformer kind of beat 'em up sort of thing. It's definitely geared towards kids because, you know, you only have like 3 moves that you can do. You can smack them normally like I'm doing here. You can do like a heavy attack, and then there is I guess like an area of effect thing. And then these green little canisters, I believe are like story related, but as you collect them, you can upgrade like your damage. So instead of it taking like 4 hits to kill an enemy, you could do it in like 2 or something like that. So we're definitely gonna want to collect all those. And then this is also a co-op game, although I'm playing it solo today. There is the option for you to switch characters, and that was the thing that I can remember being difficult as a kid, is that the health in this game is pretty well scattered about, where, you know, you don't really come across the life orbs all that often. And I didn't know for the longest time that in single player you could actually switch characters, so that definitely made things a lot harder. But the characters, instead of like most games where you would have a shared health bar, you actually have independent health bars. Now I believe, oh, there we go, we just leveled up, so now our guitar with Bugs is a little more useful here. I believe in this first level you do get to play as Bugs and Marvin. Yeah, there we go, so we can swap over to Marvin the Martian, and he's got pretty much the same attack as Bugs. I don't think that they're very different in that regard, although he's just a lot shorter, so maybe for projectile-based enemies he's a little harder to hit. And the other thing about it, with it being called, you know, Acme Arsenal, is the fact that you have a lot of weapons in here, like a lot of weapons. Primarily there are these vending machines that are scattered around the environment, and then you could just go up to those and then pay some money that we're collecting from these little boxes here, and then you can do some stuff. Actually, speaking of the devil, here we go. So I could either buy a whole bunch of, what do you call it, like the green goobies, or I can get whatever that weapon is for another 15. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll switch over to Marvin. I'm gonna collect those, level him up, and then we'll switch back over to Bugs, and we'll go ahead and we'll buy this. There we go. I'm not actually sure what this gun... Oh, it's like a scatter shot. Okay, that's pretty good. But yeah, this is something that I spent an ungodly amount of time in while I was a lot younger, and you know, it cleans up a lot better playing the Xbox 360 version versus the one on the Wii, because, you know, the Wii is the Wii. It's 480p at best. Okay, so I guess we keep going over this way. Is this where I'm supposed to be going? Yeah, no, maybe so. Okay, that was uncalled for, you stupid shield. Why you... Oh no, I just walked off the level. Or did I? Oh no, I did.
Goodbye.
Nice. That's really great. Where did it spawn me? Oh, what the hell? It spawned me out of bounds? Are you like serious? What the heck? Can I like get back in bounds? Okay, why is it always in these Retro Wednesday episodes we run into a glitch? Like what the hell? Okay, oh, there we go. Yeah, this is approximately where I need to be. But yeah, what the hell is with that? Like first it was Mega Man 2 where we ended up out of bounds in I think Bubble Man stage. And then this game. And we're just like out of bounds in the floor. That's freaking crazy. It's actually kind of funny. Oh, and it looks like we actually get to keep all of our upgrades, so that's kind of useful. Do we just not have access to Marvin? Is that what I'm wondering? Oh, okay, so we just don't have access to Marvin now. So basically, I guess the characters work as your life in this, and I don't remember that. I guess that also plays into the difficulty, because if you're low on health and then you end up losing a character, you're pretty much stuck with whatever health you have to complete the level. And I can remember like some of these bosses being kind of difficult. Ironically, I don't remember this level like at all. Like maybe vaguely, I vaguely remember the platforming, but the levels that I really remember are there's like a level that takes place in World War I with Foghorn Leghorn. I remember that one. And then there was like a racing one on Mars, and that's pretty much all I can recall from this game. And I wonder if us falling out of bounds ended up screwing something up, because oh, there we go. I was actually concerned there for a moment that maybe us falling out of the map was kind of problematic in terms of the scripting or something, because it really didn't seem like we were gonna be able to get across that, but it just took its sweet time. Now, do I still, oh, okay, so I got Marvin back. Okay, I guess that you just have to hit like a checkpoint and then you can get access to your opposite character or the other character again, so that's good to know. All right, so we got some health vials over here, so I guess we'll go ahead and we'll pick them up with bugs. And like, look at that, like the health vials, you pick it up and it does like nothing. Like that's the reason why things are just so difficult here, or at least like right now it's pretty easy. It's a walk in the park, aside from parkour, because you know I'm just not very good at doing the jumpies. But in the later levels, that's kind of like your hindering factor, is like you could get health out of one of those vending machines, but then it does like barely anything for your health bar, so then you're just kind of screwed, like in general, and it's like that's just kind of crap. Okay, so what do we got here? We have a, what do you call it, like some of the green things, and then it looks like some sort of a weapon. I think I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to Marvin, and we'll give him this thing. Like this? No? Yes? Why can't I interact? All right, I guess I just can't buy that. That's kind of strange. I don't need it, I guess. I didn't want it anyway, and I almost just walked off of there again. That would have been excellent. This was definitely one of the things that I remember from playing this, is that you get, like, you know, you have your standard robots here, but then as you progress, you get like these huge guys, like this boy, this big chungus right here. Is there a weapon to shoot him with, or do I just have to fend for myself? I guess I just gotta fend for myself, unfortunately. But yeah, these big guys can be quite a pain in the butt. Oh, and he drops health. Nice, that's good. I don't remember him doing that, but I don't remember a lot of things, so I'm not surprised. Oh well, let's go ahead and end the level, I guess? Yes, there we go. We have ended the level, and it only took us 12 minutes and 33 seconds. That's great. Now, another stage that I really remember from when I played this game previously is there's like a western stage, and I remember that being like my favorite, because I would just play it over and over again, mainly because you could get the shotgun right at the beginning, and I actually remember that being the first level. So maybe things differed between the Wii version and the Xbox 360 release. I don't think this game actually came out on PS3 either. It came out on PS2, but not PS3, so that's just kind of a L for the PS3 if you ask me. Because this honestly is a pretty fun game. I do enjoy it, but it's really weird. Maybe I'm just remembering it wrong too, because I just remember starting it up and then it was the western stage. It could have been like a stage select too. I wouldn't put it past it, because you know, like the Wii in comparison to these flagship releases typically did have a lot of stuff that was either altered, cut, or just, you know, didn't exist at all. So maybe the level layout was different. Maybe this was like the final level on Wii, where it's the first level here on the Xbox. I don't truly know. But yeah, a lot of these stages were kind of built like mazes, where, you know, you don't really know where to progress, but I think what we need to do here is we need to wait for that, and then we ride this platform. Is that what we do? Yes. There we go. Now we've reached our lovely checkpoint, and we get to make out with this archer. Now, if I remember correctly, you do 3 stages, and then the 3rd stage is the boss. So technically you do 2 stages, and then the 3rd stage is a boss, would be how that kind of should have been worded. But, you know, I'm also trying not to get bested right here. All right, we got Bugs to level 2. That's pretty good. Oh, and then there's a nice little picture of Bugs in a what is that, like a jester's outfit? I bet you that's like a reference to one of the Looney Tunes shorts. That's the thing that's great about this, is there's so many... Did I just die? Did I just instantly get killed by something? Is that what just happened there? I did. What? I had a lot of health and I just instantly got. What the hell? Okay, that's kind of cheap. But as I was saying, there is a lot of references to the Looney Tunes shorts in this game, and that's kind of endearing. So if you're someone who grew up with the Looney Tunes, you know, shorts, you definitely will find a lot of references strung throughout this game. But as we continue on our merry way, I guess we need to keep going up. Now, do I get to... Oh, no, Marvin lost all of his stuff too. Great, okay. Oh, the stuff regenerates. Oh! You know what? I actually remember this now. I remember there being like a spot where you could just like sit there and continuously get ammo for your gun. Like, look at this, I'm up to 220. How high does this go? You know, I'm actually kind of curious. Can you get like 999 shots with this? Because if you can, that kind of cheeses everything. Okay, you can get over 1,000. I think that's probably enough ammo to finish the entirety of this level. All right, well, now that we're pretty much set for life in terms of ammo, let's go ahead and hopefully there's like a boss or something in this stage. Otherwise, all this ammo is going to be pretty useless. I'm just going to walk past those guys because I can. We hit ourselves another checkpoint. I'm just gonna stand back by the entrance because apparently if you get too far in here, right when you load in, you just die. All right, now this is a crazy looking stage. My guess is that if we fall off here, it's pretty much game over, unfortunately. So we gotta be extra careful. We don't wanna lose all of our ammo here, you know, that we got stockpiled. That would be quite sad. I'm actually gonna switch over to Marvin because he is not upgraded, and in case we lose Bugs in a boss fight or something, we're gonna definitely need Marvin. That makes sense, and Marvin is clipping into the wall. There's just a few bugs in this game, but we still love it anyway. And I don't really like how that camera just kind of yoided my controls right there, because if I was mid-jump, that probably would have been the end of me. Oh, the water is rising. That's splendid. Okay, let's just go. Let's just go for it. Is this where we need to go? Do we need to go over here? Okay, well, that actually wasn't that hard, if I'm being entirely honest. It was a lot easier than it looked like it was going to be, which is nice, because I was like, oh, okay, so there's just water here or something. That's not too bad. And then it starts rising really fast, and I'm like, oh, okay. Let's take this a little more seriously than I originally was doing. Oh, well, hello there, guys. You want to have some of my guitar? Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Level 3 upgraded guitar. Pretty good. Pretty freaking good. You know you like it. You know you want to see it, taste it. Now, I'm pretty sure at some point we should be hitting the end of this level here because we've been going for quite some time. Is this actually the end of the level? It is the end of the level. There we go. That one took 21 minutes, even longer. That's the thing that I remember about this game too, now that I'm like, you know, playing it more, is that a lot of the levels did take quite some time. And I feel like there were unlockable costumes that you could get as well, depending on like how many of those green vials you picked up, but I don't actually remember. But unfortunately, that is all the time we have for Looney Tunes Acme Arsenal. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, remember to drop a like and make that subscribe button glow so that you don't miss any future content. And if you have any suggestions for games you'd like to see us play, be sure to leave it down in the comments or pitch it at our official Discord server. Link down below in case you're interested in stopping by. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.